Hello again, future educators. Welcome to part two of our professional education review on the teaching profession. So we'll go through another set of 15 questions with rationalizations to deepen your understanding and get you one step closer to your dreams. Okay, ready to continue? Let's get started. Number 16. What was the focus of the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA under RA 7796? Letter A. Providing technical and vocational training to enhance workforce skills. Letter B. Establishing regional teacher training centers. Letter C. Promoting foreign language proficiency among Filipinos. Or letter D. Integrating critical thinking into technical education programs. The correct answer is, of course, letter A. Letter A is the best answer because TESDA was created to focus on technical and vocational education, providing skills, training, to enhance employment opportunities and address labor market demands. All right. So letter B, teacher training centers were established under RA 7784. Letter C, it's wrong because TESDA focuses on skills training, not foreign language instruction. And for letter D, critical thinking is emphasized in basic education, not TESDA's core mandate. All right, so for TESDA, it's to enhance workforce skills and provide technical and vocational training. Number 17. What was the primary purpose of Monroe Survey Commission conducted in 1925? Letter A. To evaluate the effectiveness of the Philippine public school system. Letter B. To introduce vocational education reforms. Letter C. To promote the use of Filipino as the medium of instruction. Or letter D. To expand access to higher education in the Philippines. The correct answer is letter A. Hmm? The Monroe Survey Commission was tasked with assessing the American established education system in the Philippines. It aimed to evaluate its impact and suggest improvements. So let's discuss why the other options are incorrect. For letter B, while vocational education was a focus during the Japanese era, it was not the main concern of the Monroe Survey. For letter C, Filipinos was not Filipino was not the primary medium of instruction during the American period, and of course for letter D, it's wrong because the focus was on public schools, not higher education. Alright, so letter A is the best answer. Number 18. Which educational approach was pioneered during the American period in the Philippines? Letter A. Learning through disputation and debate. Letter B. Memorization and rote learning. Letter C. Emphasis on physical education and sports. Or letter D. Socialized recitation to encourage participation. Alright, the best answer is letter D. Take note that we have the word here pioneered. So socialized recitation, which encouraged student participation and interaction, was introduced during the American period to promote democratic values. So for letter A, it's wrong because disputation and debate were introduced much later in advanced education during this period. Again, much later. But the question here is pioneered. Mhm. That is why letter D is the best answer. For memorization and rote learning, this was more typical of Spanish era education, and while physical education was promoted during American period, it was not the defining approach. Right? So letter D is the best answer. Number 19. What significant milestone in Philippine education occurred in 1908? Letter A. Establishing of the Department of Public Instruction. Letter B. Founding of the University of the Philippines. Letter C. Creation of the first public high school. Or letter D. Introduction of free public secondary education. The best answer is letter B. It's the founding of the University of the Philippines. This was established in 1908 as the premier institution for higher learning and research. Alright, so the Department of Public Instruction was established in 1901. Remember that. And public high schools were introduced later under the American system, and free public secondary education became available much later. Alright, so letter B is the best answer. Number 20. Which feature was introduced in the National Elementary Assessment Test, or in NEAT? Letter A. A battery of multiple choice questions. Letter B. Essay-based assessments. Letter C. Integration of oral examinations. Or letter D. Inclusion of vocational aptitude tests. Alright, the best answer is letter A. The NEAT, introduced as part of educational reforms, used multiple choice questions to assess students' achievement in key areas. Alright, so the essay-based assessments were not a feature of NEAT. Oral exams were more common in higher education, not standardized tests like NEAT, and vocational aptitude tests were part of other specialized programs like TESDA. And that's why letter A is the best answer. Number 21. A teacher notices that a student struggles with the English language and has difficulty understanding lessons. What is the best course of action for the teacher? Letter A. Assign the student additional homework to catch up. Or letter B. Refer the student to a private tutor for remedial lessons. Letter C. Use simpler language and visual aids during lessons to aid understanding. Or letter D. Recommend that the student be transferred to a different class. The best answer, of course, is letter C. This is the best answer. Why? Because using simpler language and visual aids supports inclusive teaching, and it ensures that students can participate in the learning process without feeling isolated or overwhelmed. For letter A, this is incorrect, because assigning additional homeworks or extra homework may overwhelm the student rather than addressing the root cause. And referring the student to give a private tutor may not be financially feasible for all families, and transferring the student does not solve the problem and might stigmatize them. That's why letter C is the best answer. Number 22. During a group activity, one student dominates the discussion, leaving others with little opportunity to contribute. What should the teacher do? Letter A. Praise the student for being active and encourage others to participate more next time. Letter B, allow the group to work independently without interference. Letter C, intervene and assign specific roles to ensure equal participation. Or letter D, stop the activity and switch to individual work. The best answer is letter C. This is the best answer. Take note that in the situation there is one student who dominates the discussion. Alright, so assigning specific roles like note taker, presenter, timekeeper of the group, this would promote equal involvement and help students develop teamwork skills. Let's discuss why the other choices are incorrect. For letter A, praising the dominant student may discourage others from participating. And letter B, allowing the group to work without guidance might perpetuate the imbalance. And letter D, this is incorrect because switching to individual work does not address the core issue of group dynamics. That's why letter C is the best answer. Number 23, under RA 4670, what is the maximum number of teaching hours per day for public school teachers? RA 4670 is also known as Magna Carta for public school teachers. Alright, so letter A, 6 hours, letter B, 7 hours, letter C, 8 hours, or letter D, 9 hours. The best answer, of course, is letter A. Magna Carta for public school teachers limits classroom teaching to a maximum of 6 hours per day to ensure teachers have time for lesson preparation and professional development. Alright, so letters B, C, and D are incorrect because these hours exceed the mandated maximum teaching load for RA 4670. Number 24, what benefit does RA 4670 provide for teachers who have rendered 7 consecutive years of service? Letter A, sabbatical leave with 60% of their monthly salary. Letter B, free professional development courses. Letter C, full retirement benefits. Or letter D, automatic promotion to the next rank. Alright, the best answer is of course letter A. It's letter A. Because RA 4670 grants teachers a 1 year sabbatical leave after 7 years of continuous service with 60% of their monthly salary as a benefit. Alright, so let's discuss the other choices. While professional development is encouraged, it is not provided as a benefit under this law or provision. And retirement benefits are not tied to years of service, but rather to the teacher's age and tenure. And letter D, promotion is based on merit and qualifications, not automatic after years of service. So that is why letter A is the best answer. Which of the following rights is guaranteed to teachers under RA 4670? Letter A, the right to form organizations and unions. Letter B, the right to set their own curriculum. Letter C, the right to select their students. Or letter D, the right to refuse supervisory duties. Alright, the best answer is letter A. RA 4670 explicitly provides teachers the right to join organizations, and unions for their welfare and collective bargaining purposes. Alright, let's discuss the other choices. Why is it incorrect? For letter B, it's incorrect because curriculum design is under the jurisdiction of Department of Education. For letter C, it's really wrong because teachers cannot choose their students as public schools follow an open enrollment policy. And for letter D, supervisory duties are part of the teacher's professional responsibilities. That's why letter A is the best answer. Number 26. What protection does RA 4670 grants teachers in case of administrative charges filed against them? Letter A. Free legal assistance from the government. Letter B. Automatic dismissal of the charges. Letter C. Immediate suspension with pay. Or letter D. Exemption from civil service regulations. The best answer is letter A. Under RA 4670, teachers facing administrative charges in relation to their duties are entitled to free legal assistance provided by the appropriate government office. Alright, so for this choice, charges are investigated and not automatically dismissed. And this one is not applicable because teachers are not automatically suspended. Due process must be followed in the court. And this one is not also applicable because teachers remain subject to civil service regulations. This one, number 27. According to RA 4670, what is the minimum additional compensation for teachers assigned to hardship posts? Or this is what we call hardship allowance. Letter A, 15% of the regular salary. Letter B, 20% of the regular salary. Letter C, 25% of the regular salary. Or letter D, 30% of the regular salary. Okay, the best answer is 25%. Do not forget this hardship allowance is 25%. Teachers assigned to hardship posts, such as those in remote or dangerous areas, are entitled to an additional compensation of at least 25% of their monthly salary. Letters A and B, these percentages are lower than what the law prescribes. And letter D, the law specifies a minimum of 25%, not exceeding this amount, not exceeding 30%. Number 28. What is the purpose of the health and injury benefits provided under RA 4670? Letter A, to ensure teachers receive medical care for work-related injuries. Letter B, to promote annual health insurance for teachers' families. Letter C, to reimburse teachers for their personal medical expenses. Or letter D, to fund gym memberships and wellness programs. The best answer is letter A, to ensure teachers receive medical care for work-related injuries. That is why it's important to have this kind of benefits. Okay? So for letter B, it's incorrect because the benefits cover the teacher, not necessarily their family. Not their family. And letter C is incorrect because personal medical expenses not related to work are not reimbursed. Take note of this term. Personal is not applicable. And letter D, the law does not fund gym membership or wellness programs. That is why letter A is the best answer. Number 29. Under RA 4670, what is the required basis for the transfer of teachers from one station to another? Letter A, the teacher's request for transfer. Letter B, the necessity of the service and the teacher's consent. Letter C, the recommendation of the school principal. Or letter D, the availability of housing in the new location. The best answer is letter B. This is the best answer because RA 4670 ensures that teachers are not transferred arbitrarily. Transfers must be justified by a service necessity and teacher's consent. Alright, so letter A is incorrect because transfers are not solely based on a teacher's request. Letter C is also incorrect because recommendations may inform decisions but are not the sole basis. And letter D is incorrect because availability of housing is not a determining factor under this law. That is why letter B is the best answer. Number 30. What does RA 4670 specify regarding retirement benefits for public school teachers? Letter A, teachers are entitled to one salary grade increase upon retirement. Letter B, retirement benefits are only given after 30 years of service. Letter C, retired teachers must repay loans after receiving benefits. Or letter D, retirement benefits include a one-time health insurance payout. The best answer is letter A. This is the best answer. Take note that we are talking about retirement benefits, alright? So the Magna Carta for public school teachers provides for a one salary grade increase upon retirement to improve the computation of retirement benefits. Letter B, retirement benefits are based on age and tenure, not strictly 30 years of service. Letter C, there is no requirement for loan repayment. There's no requirement for loan repayment tied to retirement benefits. And a one-time health insurance payout is not specified under this law. That is why letter A is the best answer. Alright, so that's it for part 2 of our teaching profession review. How did you do this time? Share your scores in the comments below and let us know what other topics you'd like us to cover, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when part 3 is coming, okay? Keep pushing forward, future educators. See you in the next session. Bye!